We are going to see a program to display the cube of the number up to the given integer, and you have to use here while loop. The same thing is possible with all other statements, but in this program, while loop is mandatory. For example, number 1 is given. What is the series from 1 to 5, which is going to be identified, and its corresponding cube value also. 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube. Like that, the values are going to be displayed. So how to do this program, we are going to see. So in this program, definitely you need a while loop, and so you have to declare the value of n, comma, while loop you need a condition checking part, you need I. So you have to read the input from the user, enter a number. When the user enters a number, so you need a scanf statement to read and store, comma, this is for n. And the next part, you have to write the while loop. How to write the while loop? While of condition you have to write. What is the condition here? The I value we are going to consider here as 1. And like I less than or equal to n, how you will write it in the for loop? The same way, the condition alone, we are going to write it here. The center part of for loop alone, we are going to write it here. But here I less than or equal to n, for example, and every time inside the while loop, you have to increment this I using I++. Similar to for loop, but the variable is initialized here, the condition is mentioned here, and its iteration is given here. And what is the main logical part here we have to do is we are going to find the what is the format it is printed, the same format you copy paste here, and wherever the values are printed you just replace it by %d. And all these are going to be generated for each and every number in that particular series, and its corresponding value we are going to print. So the first one is about I, the second one is also about I, the third part is the cube of that number. I 3 times I multiplication. So that is the way of finding out the cube of the number. So when you execute this program, you can see the result. So it's asking for a number. If I enter number 5, so it's printing, but if you insert a slash in, then clearly you can see the variations in the result. For the first number, it's asking for a number, and you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the cube of that particular number, generated number, the cube of that particular number is generated as it is asked in the output part. So how you will do it in a for loop? The same way, but initialization outside, condition inside the while loop, and incrementation part. But what is the main logical part? After performing that operation, you go for the next iteration with the help of I++. So the main operation here is for this logic I cube. That means for each and every individual number, you are just going to find out its cube. After one number is printed, it inserts a new line space, and the loop is going to be iterated. So that is why first time 1 and the second time I value is incremented by 2. At that time it will check n is less than or equal to 5 if it is true. When I value is equal to 6, at that time the loop stops. So this is how the while loop is going to be executed.